Hello everyone and welcome to this week's healing session. Today I come with a request from one of the viewers, which is Elysian Loves, and they requested for a Reiki session all about hair. And on that comment thread there were a lot of people that put their ideas of what we could do in this session regarding their own concerns about hair, and I tried to combine everything a little bit together so we have a variety of things and so everyone can benefit from it. I did a video similar to this one almost 2 years ago, so I'm gonna link it up on either, I don't know where it appears so you can watch it together with this one and combine both forces together to get even more bigger and maximum results. The more you use this video to your advantage, the stronger the results will get, and a little bit accelerated as well. So feel free to watch this as many times as necessary. If you want to even go more deeper into this healing, I do offer one-on-one Reiki sessions. You can, in the link down below, book it, or if you want to use my guided meditation, we have a physical healing part there where you can use the own intentions that you want to set regarding your hair to achieve that desired thickness or long length, basically, depending on what it is that you're looking for. Gonna do a little bit of a smoke cleanse to start. Using a jasmine scent. Setting the intention with the smoke, whatever negative thoughts you might have all about your hair may be forgotten, may be washed away. Anything that negatively comes up whenever you see your current hair and makes you feel, say, bad, not pretty, maybe even unhealthy, when you see what the mirror reflects back, or whenever you touch your hair, everything that comes up, you're meant to let go right now, because that's part of your old reality. Can help you shift into a reality where your subconscious is reprogrammed in a different way, where it already thinks in the aspect and the subconscious beliefs that you need to have your long, healthy and thick hair. Starting off with this selenite. Gonna use the tip to directly work on your subconscious mind to reprogram it. So some of your dominant thoughts now are how thick your hair is, how strong it is, how healthy it grows. No matter what you do, you always have that perfect, luscious hair. It's also really easy for you to keep up with the healthcare part, maybe taking some vitamins, maybe using hair treatments for your scalp, doing little massages here and there, but just in general, changing the way when you look into the mirror, that you don't react badly to what you see currently. It's kind of like gaslighting yourself in a way, but I don't want to use that word specifically, but pretend a little bit until your subconscious takes on like that formed dominant thought. Even when you brush your hair, a hand through your hair, and your first thought is like, oh my god, it's so thin. Change that immediately and think about like how thick it is, how it just keeps growing thicker and thicker. You know, we gotta reprogram the way we think about it. A simple aspect would be when you try to get clear skin, but you're constantly only focused on like, oh, I got a pimple here, or now I have a breakout on this side. On what you focus, that multiplies. So try to shift your thought perspective. For those that may be struggling with hair loss right now, instead of focusing a lot on like how much hair fell out that day, try to shift it around into thinking, I lost less hair this time than maybe 2 days ago, you know? It's all things like that. When you practice it daily, then your mindset shifts and develops into the one that you actually prefer to have. Then you start noticing all these differences. Going to be deepening that. Now that we have those new thought patterns created, I'm going to drag it a little bit down to the body, so your body knows exactly what it needs to do to keep up with the new thoughts. So bring a lot of blood flow into the scalp, all your organs working perfectly to collaborate here. Kind of like sending down the signal. will be focusing here a little bit on your scalp. I'm gonna write the healing symbol for physical health onto your scalp. Here we will be focusing on getting your scalp to optimal health, whatever it may be right now that's in air quote, let's say, of failing, and the scalp will be recovered right now. I'm gonna use here a citrine. If you have any of the crystals that I'm using today, feel free to use them daily as well. You can meditate with them, put them under your pillow. If you have my meditation, you can imagine yourself holding it as well, or like putting in the box with you. That would be also like really cool to do. But we're just going to be focusing here on not only your scalp as a whole, but I actually want to focus here on every single strand that you have individually, so that combined together they're all really strong. Because it may be just one part on the scalp failing, and then it can, let's say, spread, or let's say make like a domino effect a little bit. For example, I have like here tiny little issue when I bleached my hair one time, a little bit too strong. Kind of like burnt my scalp here, so like here it's a little bit difficult for me to grow hair, but it's been improving quite a lot. So even if it's kind of like dead-ish, it can still recover and grow a root and have like the hair come out again. It just needs like a little bit of a boost. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer here. I'm just going to use this crystal and draw circles all over your scalp in a way to mimic a little bit the circular motion that we do in the hair salons to promote blood flow, so that the cells can continue their dividing and growing. But here I just want the effect of the citrine crystal to focus on making that energy flow off throughout your scalp. Kind of also bring back that vitality. Behind you as well. Sometimes it can be an inner health thing that is disturbing the hair growth, but in some cases, just like it was for me, it can be a chemical or a physical impact that broke that connection. With a little bit of fluffing up, I want to warm up that energy. using a rose quartz, which is really good for blood flow. I'm gonna do here those circular and rotational movements. Maybe if you have a rose crystal at home, you can use it on your scalp itself and make that massage a little bit, putting a little bit of pressure on it to boost it in case you do regular massages here and there on your scalp to promote the blood flow. Go in with the tip itself to do a little bit of a similar movement as if you would do with acupoint pressure. So we just press it a little bit into the scalp, and if I remember correctly, there's like one point specifically at the top of your head. If you massage that one for I think like 3 minutes it was, like it really boosts the hair growth. So I want to focus actually there as well. Bringing that energy from that point, which is actually your crown chakra, dragging it down to the root to make sure that the function of every single chakra is working together to bring all the necessary nutrition and energy and blood and everything else that the body does to get our hair growing. Everything works in alignment with each other to help support your hair growth journey. With the aventurine point, I'm gonna focus on how long and how thin your hair is right now. Not as in a future speaking aspect, but more of a right now, in this moment, you have your droop, and with the point of the aventurine, kind of like outlining your hair, drawing in that future, like your current self, what you thought to be in like, oh, in a couple months I'm gonna have my hair exactly the way I want. Why wait? Why would you have to wait so long when you can have it right now, right? We always think from a dreaming aspect of like the future, but practice it right now, how beautiful your hair is. Maybe if there are some hairstyles you want to do, but you always thought, oh, I don't have enough hair for it, I'm gonna wait until I have my desired hair. Yes, you can do that, but why not practice those hairstyles now and, you know, appreciate it, and not just putting it off for the next foreseeable future to wait and think to yourself, oh, maybe one day. But you can have it now. You don't have to wait. You can already enjoy it right now. You can envision yourself wearing those hairstyles, for example. And if it's difficult for you to do it in real life and treat your hair as the hair that you want, maybe try visualizing it first. Imagine yourself with those long locks, exactly the thickness that you want, how long you want it to be. That way your brain already gets kind of like used to seeing that, and it does not feel as strange and far away goal that seems unachievable. There's no such thing. Everything is super achievable as long as you switch to that mentality. So we're gonna draw a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do a tiny little scalp massage to finish it off. Then you can play around with your hair like Rapunzel in the movie, where she gets her hair braided by those little girls and putting flowers in it and all that. care of love to finish this up. I hope you enjoyed the session and you're ready to enjoy your beautiful long hair. As always, feel free to comment down suggestions or things you want to see, things you might want to improve on your health. I'm always happy to follow up with those requests. I will see you guys in our next session. Goodbye, everyone.